Hello there, gang, and welcome to Displaying-Model-Behaviour, coming to you live! Well, live recorded, at least, from what I think must be the hottest place on Earth. Osaka, Japan right now. Oh my goodness, to live is to sweat. And it ain't pretty. Anytime I put a t-shirt on, it's like when you press a kitchen towel against food to get the grease off. It's just like instantly soaked. And actually, in my case, most of it probably is bacon grease. So it's a pretty good analogy. So bottom line, it's very, very hot, which means I might as well stay inside and film some good news. There's still a whole bunch of toy news out there and a bunch of other news as well. So let's talk about it. Further to yesterday's story on the National Defender, aka Not Superman. He's up for pre-order now, $92 plus shipping, and we got a whole bunch of pictures as well. At first, I was a little worried, because I saw him with this new logo on his chest, this legally distinct looking logo, and I was like, geez, if that's what it's gonna be, then kind of defeats the purpose of the figure. But from what I understand from various comments and write-ups is that this is just for the benefit of the promo pictures. He's gonna be coming with a certain snaky looking chest symbol on there, but they just need to tread real lightly around various laws and copyright issues just to make sure they don't poke the Warner Brothers bear too much. I mean, come on, you can't do it much more than you are, but there you go. I think the pictures look great. I really, really do. The only thing missing is a smiling, happy Superman face. But I can tell that this is... I say, toss. I can tell. No, many people told me that this is based more off of the Dark Knight Returns Superman. So it's going to be a little more grim and stoic. I mean, the Kryptonite Arrow is a dead giveaway there. And with that in mind, they are also showing some pictures of their work-in-progress Batman, or, I don't know, Night Defender guy, who's going to go with this. So that the pair together, I think they're going to look pretty wicked. Someone said in the comments the face sculpt looks more like a Punisher, and now I'm thinking, oof, yes, give me that Punisher, because I love the ridiculous, over-the-top, chunky, cartoony bodies. I think they look great. Some people say that these Muff toys don't have great articulation. I don't know about that. I haven't had one in hand yet. But if this thing comes to fruition and is as good as it looks, I could be tempted, man, because this is a great-looking not Superman. Hot Toys are still releasing more and more images of new Wolverine and Deadpool figures, so once again, if you haven't seen the movie, then you might want to skip on. It's only a teeny tiny little thing, but I want to give you the chance. So there you go. You can jump on if you want to. Okay, now we have shirtless Wolverine in his TVA jacket. And this is actually kind of put the cat amongst the pigeons. Because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today about Hugh Jackman and his ludicrous physique. I mean, he's north of 50 now, isn't he? And how he got in such insane shape for Wolverine and Deadpool. And we were discussing how easy it is or not or possible. And I said, well, I could do it. So I'm going to do that. By the way, for the rest of this year, I'm going to get myself into Hugh Jackman shape. Because, I mean, I know that I can do. I used to be a personal trainer and I would do bodybuilding contests and fitness modeling. So I know it's possible. And I know how to do it. I just haven't been bothered to do it because it is miserable, but also incredibly rewarding. So you might want to follow my progress. I'll be logging it on Instagram and sharing some like training tips and whatnot, because I love a challenge. And getting into that shape, yeah, it's doable. It ain't easy, but I can do it. And dang it, over the next 4 months, you're going to see it happen. Up for pre-order now over at Four Horsemen Studios. We've got, and I'm going to sight read everything on here just for the lols, we've got the All-In Cosmic Legions Ox Crew Book 2 Harrow Zone wave of figures. $300, $299 to be exact. And you can get these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures along with a big beastie that one of them can ride. I'll rattle off the names of them just because it's fun. The Anthrophiles, Hylorkrin, Jobara Ki, Thraxian Hunter, Agcha, Cog, Buni, and Wasteland Survival Set. That was easier than I thought. I'm done with my Cosmic Legions now. I got the first wave, beautiful, but, you know, money in space. I do love the bee wasp looking guy, which is clearly another beautiful tribute to the old Masters of the Universe figures, or Motu, as I was recently told is a quicker, easier way to say it. He looks really, really great. Apparently based on a custom that someone did, and then the Four Horsemen guys reached out and were like, yo, you mind if we do this legit? Because it looks amazing. That's kind of fun. All of these look great. I'm not going to get them, but I mean, man, if you're all in with the Cosmic Legions, every single wave they bring out just seems to be banger after banger after banger, and this is no exception. So you put them all together, I think it's going to be an amazing set. If anyone watching out there does have a big-ass Cosmic Legions display, post it in the Model Behaviour Facebook group. I would love to see a full collection, because each one of these guys, so awesome. Folks, with all these action figures coming out, it can be very difficult not only to keep track of what you own, but also what you pre-order, what you want, what is coming in, and what you might just randomly want to add to your collection. Don't worry though, because channel sponsor Legendsverse has got you covered. One of the best, no, actually I'll put my stake in the ground. The best website for correlating and cataloging and organizing your action figure collection. They got Marvel Legends, they got Select, they got McFarlane, and they've just added Star Wars Black Series as well. So if you've got a very funny mind like mine, I was going to try and think of a nice word for it. No, it's just a bit funny. I love categorizing and logging things. I find it so satisfying. So to be able to do that with your full collection, oh, it feels good. So then also you can divide your groups and your collection up into teams, and you can label what figures you need, who you're waiting for. It's just a lot of fun to go through and play about with. And like I said, I discovered a new Ben Reilly Sensational Spider-Man from way back in the early 2000s that I didn't know exist. Now I've got a new grail to search for. So go check out Legendsverse. It's free to dive on in, make a little ID, and you can just go hog wild checking out all the action figures. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Go give the sponsor a follow, because honestly, they're doing really good work. 3-0 are showing off their DLX Mirage from Rise of the Beasts, and it's going to be expensive, $190, but it's a big boy, and he's made out of metal, so at least when you get him, you can eventually melt him down for raw materials when the apocalypse comes. And action figures aren't worth much, but oh my goodness, if you can barter with the Wasteland Warlords, then you're going to be quids in. That's why I'm making sure that I've got lots of cloth goods as well. Can cut those up, make survival gear. I'll be alright, don't worry. You can bunk up with me if you need to. What the hell am I talking about? I'm sorry, I'm just spitballing. It's so hot today. I'm so tired. But this figure does look so pretty as well, so there you go. Bring on the apocalypse. 5K Toys have shown off some work-in-progress images of their upcoming, maybe not Dragon Ball Z figures. You know how licensing and things work. I don't know if this is going to be a legit product or not, or if it's just going to be, don't call me Dragon Ball Z figures. I only say Dragon Ball Z because I think this gorilla monkey dude is from Dragon Ball Z. He is, isn't he? I've seen statues and pictures and posters of this guy all over Japan. It's Dragon Ball Z, right? So you Dragon Ball Z fans, you gotta like to look at this, I would have thought. Because it looks, as far as these pictures and renders are concerned, like a very good-looking, chunky, bright, colourful monkey man. What's his name? I don't know. Help me out. But obviously this is only early work-in-progress sketches. They're going to gauge the reaction, check the demand, and decide if they should go into production. But judging by how popular Dragon Ball Z is, I think this one might be a winner. Now, you know I'm a bitter, jaded, crusty old ex-Star Wars fan. I used to have the love, but not anymore. But then I see a little thing that tweaks my nostalgia bone, and all of a sudden I get a little bit of giddy kitty love here. That sounds weird. Childhood nostalgic love is what I mean. So there's the new Star Tours, easy for me to say. The new Star Tours Star Speeder 3000. This is the 7.5 inch line, so the vintage scale, I guess. Playset coming soon. That's all we've got. No further information, at least not on my end. But it's the Star Tours ship. And from a kid who went to Disney in 1990, which was many years ago, this rings a lot of nostalgic bells. The fact that it comes with the droid as well, and just looking at it, the rows of seats, like this is Star Tours. It's not even like the Star Tours style then done in more of a Star Warsy, this makes sense in the universe type way. No, it's just straight up this people carrier type vessel. It's like a minivan of starships. I dig it. I really do. I don't need it. I won't get it. But just as a Star Wars product, I'll admit, I'll put my hand up. I actually really like this. Jackie Toys have posted some images of their 1/12 Feng Bao Bao figure. Never heard of this in my life. That's not going to be shocking, is it? No one's going to be watching this going, really, Dave? You're talking about a thing that you have no idea about what it is? That's a shocker. Hey, I said this is called good news, not pertinent information. But I do have the name Feng Bao Bao, because that's just like Feng Bao Bao. Feng Bao Bao. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, I'm a child of the 80s. That's just... What film was that from? Was it Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Or was it Risky Business? Help me out in the comments, all you over 40s. So this is a cute yet spooky-looking girl in soft goods dungarees. That's all I got. But the figure looks kind of cute. You could... Oh, put those... Nah, those dungarees wouldn't fit a Wolverine. I was thinking of like a Mezco casual, like, Wolverine. Don't know why I picture him in dungarees. I don't think he's ever worn dungarees. Maybe in the Origin miniseries? I don't know. SH Figure Arts is showing off their newest addition to their One Piece line. This is One Piece Roronoa Zoro Romance Dawn. Don't you love it when I just sight read things for the first time? Totally Ron Burgundy it, just say whatever's in front of me. With that in mind, I can tell you that he's going to be released on February 2025. With pre-orders going up, well, actually 3 days ago. So you're already late. Pause the video. Go get this guy. Or don't. I'm sure you'll be able to order him easily enough. Don't have a price, but these SH Figure Arts One Piece figures, they normally go about $60 or so, give or take. Looks like another pretty addition to the lineup. And it's coming with a whole bunch of different faces as well. So maybe they're not going to put any extra ones behind the paywall of another figure, which I do know they enjoy doing. Going all the way back to San Diego Comic-Con, which feels like a lifetime ago now, Heatboys showed off a couple of surprising figures. I'm all in on their Ninja Turtles. Well, I say I'm all in. That implies I'm going to be buying them. I'm not all in on their Ninja Turtles mechs, because I'm not one of the 5 richest sultans of Brunei. But I do appreciate what they look like. But then we're also getting Baymax and Hiro Yamada, or Hamada, excuse me, from Big Hero 6. So they've taken the Big Hero 6 designs and then just made them look a little more badass. So we've got Baymax in his full-on mech armor look, and that's fun. Just super chunky and chonky. I got a lot of time for that. But also, they showed their unpainted prototypes of the rest of their Ninja Turtles lines. And we're talking ridiculous Swiss Army knife shredder. We're talking humongous Chunky Krang, and also we're talking sexy kaiju robot mech lady April O'Neil. I got time for all of these. Sadly, I don't have money for them. I'll drop this post now. But I do think that when I get to see the pictures, I'll go, whoa, golly, they look pretty. Now let's quickly close that window before we do something reckless. Speaking of doing something reckless, I'm not even a big Evangelion fan, but when I see awesome looking things, I start feeling a little froggy, like I might want to jump. Let me read this off, because there's a whole alphabet salad going on here. Sentinel X Okazaki Nechu Ryobot. That's what it's called, I guess. Then it says General Purpose Humanoid Combat Weapon Musha Evangelion Test Type 01. Okay. Pre-order starts the 26th of July, so it's here. I don't know where it is though, so I'm gonna have a look at some different websites and see if I can find where this is available and also how much it's gonna cost, because something this pretty probably doesn't come cheap. But just the combination, just there you go, there's a term for it, cyber ninja. The cyber with the ninja, you smoosh them together, never fails to look badass and awesome. And this, oh lordy, I do declare, this looks beautiful, man. I almost don't want to find it online, because if I find it online, I'm one step closer to ordering it, and then no one wants that except this guy. I think he wants it. You want a cool way to hold your phone? How about a face hugger? This is a random little piece of Alien Romulus tie-in merch that I thought, you know what? I'm going to feature this here because it's a little bit terrifying, to be honest. It's creepy deepy, but also I love it. They've got a bendy wire in the tail so that you can perch your phone up so you can watch it or just have it as a more handy gripping device. It's a little bit elaborate. I mean, it's not going to fit very comfortably in your pocket, but honestly, who cares? It's a bendy wire face hugger phone holder. I got a lot of time for that. In Custom Corner, oh, be still my beating heart. WPG Diorama takes McFarlane toys that have been abused by McFarlane and then nurses them back to beautiful action figure health as gorgeous Marvel characters. The way they should be. Joking aside, this dude's work is absolutely incredible. I think McFarlane bodies do make great base bodies for interesting type characters because there is so much bespoke sculpting. You know I rag on McFarlane because it's kind of a running joke, but I do appreciate a lot of the work that goes into a lot of their figures. And when they're repurposed into characters that I have a bit more of a sentimental attachment to, oh my goodness. It's not just McFarlane figures that this artist uses, but there are a lot. You can kind of match them. It's like, oh, I recognize this or I recognize that. But just scrolling through his Instagram, I could almost just make this a 2-hour video just by looking at each and every one of these. But you know what? I'll give you the pleasure of doing that yourselves. Absolutely. Go take a look because, oh, he's doing all the 90s X-Men. There's an Onslaught. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, I'm in love. Brother, if you're somehow watching this, kudos. These are some of the best looking customs I've seen in a long time, and I've seen a lot of good customs. Today's cosplay cover artist is Elizabeth Rage. Go give her a follow. She does just, you can see, absolutely wicked cosplay, especially her Poison one, which is what caught my eye, because Poison, she's my go-to in the fighting games whenever she's available. Street Fighter 5, I think it was, had her. That was wicked. I love that character. Just such a cool, interesting, unusual sort of backstory if you know the history. Absolutely one of my favorites. And this cosplayer nails it. So yeah, go check her out. She's awesome. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about the items covered? Comment below. Let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 Clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And if you want to go one step beyond and supporting the channel, just like the beautiful Sons of Biscuits rolling up this side of me, I think, or this side, whichever side I put it on. Those are the YouTube channel members. I almost forgot what they were called there. AKA the Model Behavior Underground. These guys actually like doubly support the channel, and then that gives me more time to do more videos like this. And then I can stifle over my words on a daily basis. I'm not going to edit that. So thank you so much, channel members. And if you want to join the channel members section, then guess what? You get some extra stuff as well, including an almost daily channel member live stream where you get to just, well, we hang out, basically. We just, shoot the breeze and talk about action figures, movies, comic books, pro wrestling, and all points in between. It's a good time. But if you're not a channel member, then there is always the Model Behavior Sunday night, had to think when it was, live stream. I do a live stream every Sunday night in the US. It's Monday morning for me. But that's a time where everyone can jump in the pool and we have a weekly Model Behavior get together. It's a good time. Actually, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's because there's going to be a lot to talk about. All right, gang. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee. Big time.